Have you ever looked at the Eiffel Tower and wondered why a 10,000-ton spike of iron, standing 1,000 feet in the sky, hasn't been ripped apart by hurricane-force winds? Today, we're telling the story of Gustave Eiffel and the brutal, humiliating outrage he faced while building the world's most famous monument. But we aren't just talking about architecture. We are using his controversial genius to teach you the ancient Taoist principle of Wu Wei, the power of effortless action. By the end of this video, you are going to learn how to use the Eiffel strategy to become completely immune to insults, toxic bosses, and life's worst storms. You'll learn how to stop fighting massive resistance and instead let the wind pass right through you. Welcome back to Thought Trek, your digital odyssey into the realms of history and psychology. This week, we are mastering the water strategy. Society tells us that to survive in this world, we need to build thick skin, put up heavy walls, and fight back against every piece of criticism. But what if fighting back is exactly what destroys you? Let's travel back to the muddy streets of 1887 Paris to find out why. Imagine you are Gustave Eiffel. You've just proposed a 300-meter tall iron lattice tower for the 1889 World's Fair. Almost immediately, the entire city turns against you. You open the newspaper, and the greatest artists and writers of your generation have published a manifesto calling your life's work a gigantic black smokestack, a truly tragic street lamp, and a monstrosity. Now, step into his shoes for a moment. If I am being publicly humiliated by my heroes, my instinct is to fight back. I want to defend my honor. I want to build a massive, solid wall of PR to block the haters. And from an engineering standpoint, Eiffel faced an even deadlier enemy: the wind. To build the tallest structure in human history, the wind shear at that altitude was mathematically devastating. A normal engineer would look at that wind and think, I need to build thicker, heavier walls. I need solid, impenetrable sheets of steel to fight the brutal force of nature. But Eiffel understood a profound secret of the universe. He didn't build a solid wall. He looked at the blueprints and designed a structure that is 80% air. He made it porous. The Eiffel Tower doesn't fight the wind. It doesn't brace for impact. When massive gales hit Paris, the wind simply passes through the thousands of empty gaps in the iron web. The tower survives because it refuses to give the wind anything solid to push against. And Eiffel applied this exact same Wu Wei principle to his critics. He didn't sue them. He didn't launch a furious counter-campaign. He yielded. He let their insults blow right through him like the Parisian breeze, and he just kept quietly building. He aligned his energy with his own momentum, completely ignoring the friction of the crowd. So, how do we use this? We are taught that to survive toxic relationships, office politics, or online haters, we need thick skin. But here is the controversial truth: thick skin still feels the punch. A thick, solid wall still takes the damage of a battering ram. It takes exhausting, massive amounts of energy to maintain a defense. Wu Wei teaches us a different, highly controversial path. Transparency as strength. Don't be solid. Be hollow. Be 80% air. Here is your step-by-step guide to applying the Eiffel strategy today. Step 1. The ghost deflection. The next time someone criticizes you unfairly, insults you, or tries to pick a fight, do not defend yourself. Take away their wall. Simply look at them, shrug slightly, and say, you might be right. This is psychological Aikido. By not resisting, you give their aggression nothing to crash into. They will stumble over your lack of defense. Step 2. Drop your solid identity. We get offended when our rigid identities are threatened. If you loudly claim to be the smartest or the hardest working person in the room, you are building a solid wall that people will instinctively want to knock down. Stop taking yourself so seriously. If you have no massive ego for the wind to hit, the criticism passes harmlessly through the gaps. Step 3. Let the howling exhaust itself. When the wind blows through the Eiffel Tower, it makes a whistling, howling sound. Let people howl. Let your toxic boss vent. Let the internet trolls scream. Just stand there, porous and unbothered, focusing your energy only on building your goals, not on blocking their wind. If you try to outmuscle the storms of life, you will eventually snap under the pressure. The Eiffel Tower remains standing over a century later, not because it is the strongest object in France, but because it is the most yielding. True power isn't about how hard you can push back against the world. It's about how effortlessly you can let the world pass through you while you remain perfectly rooted in who you are. If this strategy changed the way you view conflict, hit that like button and subscribe to Thought Trek. We are a community of thinkers building better lives through history. And don't click away yet. Our 2-part weekend story time is live right now. Keep your mind open, keep flowing, and I'll see you on the next trek. Thanks for watching.